Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel. This is Kim aka Lego Artisan. I hope you're having a good day as always. And in this video, we'll be starting off with the Lego Town update for the Winter Village sets as well as the Harry Potter sets, wherein I've cleaned up the area as well as adding up the base plates where we would be incorporating other sets from the Harry Potter and Winter Village collections, as well as placing the Diagon Alley in a different way in the future. For now, it's still in the linear layout where you would have them facing the train tracks where the Disney train passes by, and then on the corner here you would have the Winter Village sets and the tunnel that leads to the main part of the city. So what I've done so far in this area is that I've turned around these Chinese New Year set and make it face on this direction, where it's now aligned with facing the two Winter Village sets, which are MOCs, as well as the Harry Potter sets here. Currently, I'm still working on some new MOCs for the Harry Potter sets, but I've yet to consider what I could add in this area. If you have some ideas of what I could put in this location or what I could rearrange so that it would look a little bit different and much fuller in this area where you have sort of empty spaces that I think we could put more buildings on, then please let me know in the comments down below. So for now, this is the first part of our update, and then we'll move forward to the main part of the city. For the beach area, I've now done some minor modifications and adjustments wherein I can now place this 16 wide base plate between the two main streets or main areas, where you have here the Pirates of Barracuda Bay, and these are the modular buildings on the other side. So I will be populating this area with different scenes, starting off here in the Sit Complex and Sitcom Suites area, where we now have the 16 wide base plates, and I will start also placing some walkways and maybe even some pathways for the bikes. So I'll still think about what I can place in this area to make it a little bit more detailed and busier with smaller MOCs, just like a flower stand like this one. So this is the update for this part of the town. And on this area also, I've placed a small pathway that leads from this area to the main street or main assembly square, where we have this recent update of adding a mirror portion of the building to make the building more complete and enclosed. I still have a lot of updates and improvements to work on this area, especially the interior, but as of now I'm satisfied with how it looks in terms of the building itself. And for this area, we still have the Parisian restaurant La Locanda, and this one is the Hogwarts Modular Moments, where you have the 4 books that were released back in 2021 here inside as part of the interior. I just built the Defense from the Dark Arts as well as the Divination books, so I might end up adding a middle floor here or a separate building on a 16 wide base plate, either maybe on this side or on a totally different area. So I still have to figure out how I would incorporate those two books in a similar way that I've done the 4 books here in the Hogwarts Modular Moments. Here we have the European Jazz Cafe sitting pretty in this area right next to our chapel. Okay, so one of the main difference and changes here that we have now in our Lego town is this area where it's now open. I recently removed the Ninjago area, given that it's only April and I'm planning to expand the modular buildings more. I foresee that I will end up taking this space and putting the modular buildings that I mock up in this coming year. So I went ahead and changed the location of the Ninjago district here. I now see this as an overseas location, or somewhere that people would need to take a plane just to be able to go in the Ninjago area. Also, if you've seen one of my previous videos, I recently added this Forsaken Fortress, a modular mock of the Forsaken Emperor's Castle that was released back in 2019. So with this new table here, I'll be able to expand the Ninjago area without affecting the main city or Lego town, and I can then work on the new sets like this one, which is the Dojo Temple, if I remember correctly, as well as this Destiny's Bounty ship. If you've seen videos from Robin Hood Bricks, he made this one into a Chinese restaurant, a floating boat restaurant. So I might go in a similar route as Robin Hood Bricks, only this one would be a bit smaller than his restaurant, but it could still work. Also, we still have here the Hidden Side Shrimp Shack, which is still not modified, but it might end up being a base for another Ninjago modular mock for a 32 by 32 base plate. So as I can see here from the Ninjago district, the only way that I could expand this is to build higher instead of wider, similar to how these other modular buildings look like. So example, for this one, I might end up doing a short video on this one and expand on it by adding another floor here, raising it up by 6 to 7 studs, and then also adding more details at the back here. So that's the part of the Ninjago area now in our Lego town, which is on a separate table from the other city area. Going back to our main area, as you can see here, we have different sets that have yet to be modified. We have here the Toy Story set that I haven't done anything with so far. My niece and nephew have played with them, so I haven't been able to muck around with the sets. For the hospital, I've recently released a mock for a 16 by 32 base plate building, calling it a medical clinic, considering it's not a full modular building on the 32 by 32 base plate, but I still am collecting the parts so I could make my own version of that and turn this one into a clinic. Also, you might have noticed this new building, which is on a turquoise and light aqua color with accents of gold and white, which has a similar footprint as the boutique hotel So I've also released a mock using the brick separator as part of the facade, and just to make my own version quite different from what I've released on belverbricks.com, rebrickable.com, and mocsmarket.com, I used the footprint of the boutique hotel and turned it into an art gallery where you have the first two levels here for the artworks, and then the top level as a cafe for the patrons. As you can see as well, I don't have enough turquoise brick separators yet, so I'm still using 8 pieces of the orange brick separators, which I intend to replace as I collect more brick separators. In this part also is a painting or art materials shop, and I will go into more details on a separate video for this mock. Although I have this one as solely for my own building, and I don't think I intend to release instructions for this one. So this one will be an exclusive to my YouTube channel as well as to my Lego Town. Here we have the older mock called the Wayne Hotel, and also I recently got the Wonder Woman versus Cheetah set, and it's actually at the back there, so I'll also need to modify that and incorporate it into the Lego Town, maybe in the outdoors area or underground. If you have some suggestions for that, please let me know. So on the top portion of the Lego Town, city remains as it is, with just the usual cleanup and dusting that we've done in previous updates. So we still have the Town Square Corner, Town Square Pub, Crown Jewel MOCs, and the official Lego sets. So as you can see, there have been some changes in the Lego Town, although not as much as one would hope in the last 2 weeks, but I've been busy with designing different Lego MOCs, and I've only been going to the Lego room whenever I update the MOCs or try to build new ones using the instructions that I've done. Also, on the bottom part of the Lego Town, we still have the underground city, which has yet to be populated with more buildings. So we still have a whole year and several more years ahead of that to build more MOCs, also more sets from Lego, and fill this area. And if you have comments or suggestions on what I could do next, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you'd be notified when I release new videos. And I guess that's it for now. I hope you keep enjoying Lego, and until next time, bye!